You know what I just realized? What are you drinking your shit? Grumpy shit. That's what I read. Welcome to another episode of the BS Show.
Oh shit!
Oh man, for you guys listening to the audio, next someone just pulled up two mugs. One of them had a pile of happy poop. And then the other one was Grumpy from the Seven Dwarfs. So that's why I call them a grumpy shit. I was about to say, I just noticed something when I hit our intro music. I'm looking at my little. I'm probably gonna start glitching or freezing a little bit. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, so I'm gonna switch my internet over right now because I noticed I'm on the 2G. Let me see if this. Now, yeah, I'm gonna switch over to the
bye. You're like, I'm gonna switch, and then you disappeared, and I was like, okay, bye.
I disappeared.
You disappeared.
Disappeared. What the hell is the password to this thing? Holy crap! I need to remember the passwords to this crap. And then why is this thing not actually? You know what? It should be this one. Yeah, connect automatic.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna do some quick math here because I need to figure out something about a crypto coin that I'm looking at.
There we go. Am I good? Am I in?
Oh, I'm not even looking at you. You should never be asking that question.
It says I'm connected, and it still shows one star or one little blip.
Where do you see this bar?
Right above my head, it says live.
Mm-hmm.
And right next to it, there's a little tiny box that comes up. If I'm getting low bars, it tells me.
I don't have that.
You don't have that? I have that.
Yeah.
So I'm okay. It looks like the bars went away. You probably only see it on your end if you're having issues.
You're right. Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah. So before we begin the show, guys, make sure you guys do check out the VPN below. Protect yourself. We keep saying this, and I know some people are like, "Well, it's a sponsor. You have to say something." Dude, just protect that ass. Well, you know, there's some people like, I don't know if you want to call them haters or if you want to call them.
Yeah, whatever. People are always going to hate him. Hey, I don't know. Well, I don't know if this is opposite of hate, but yesterday somebody commented on my YouTube channel and they're like, "Are you going to do a meet and greet?" And I was like, "That sounds scary." Stranger danger.
You want to come over? It's 10 o'clock at night.
And because of the stranger danger, that's another reason why you should protect yourself and get a VPN.
No kidding. No kidding. Like getting like, for me, like right now we're back in like the 60s where people are driving cars and insurance is not a real thing, and everyone's saying you should get insurance, but people are just like, you're stupid. I don't need insurance. And then they made it mandatory sometime in the 60s, I think, maybe even in the 70s. They made it mandatory, and people were just fighting it. They're like, no, I don't want this. I don't need it. I don't get in car accidents. And now it's like the normal. Now it's like, yeah, actually, I would say back in the 90s, it became the normal. And then now it's like, you'll get a ticket if you don't have it. So it's kind of, the VPN is the same thing. It's one of those things that you should get because it's going to protect your identity, your internet. There's so many things that's happening out there in the world, and there's so many things that are now becoming like, we're being connected to the matrix right now. So just protect yourself. We're always online. We're always doing stuff. Just protect yourself. That's all I got.
Do what you gotta do. Do it now. And you can't forget about Buzz TV. Always have some great deals going on right now. They have devices, I think, all the way from $30 going all the way up to their $4,900, which if you're a tinkerer and you like to, have a lot of things like on site instead of on the cloud, these devices do awesome things for you. You're able to switch out things like SD cards. You have your, your USB ports, all that kind of stuff. A lot of things that the standard devices don't come with these days. So make sure you check out buzztvglobal.com. And we don't have a promo code yet, but we'll have a promo code soon. Don't worry.
Yeah. Coming soon.
Coming soon.
Yeah. So that was probably like one of the longest intros. It's like 5 minutes of us BSing. Yeah, it's funny because we always have these conversations like before we hit record. It's like, why don't we hit record? So just to continue the conversation, the rest of you guys just have to catch up. Um,
Barber?
about the whole starting a new channel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Start the
okay.
channel.
So just to let everybody know, I'm about to start fighting YouTube again to try to get my old channel. Um, it's been a year now, and I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep bugging them. My new channel, though, the new Rojas Tech Reviews channel, did get monetized. Though it did get monetized, so that's good. Nowhere near the subscriber count, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm building a brand new platform, brand new people. Whoever wants to be here is here. Yeah, I watched a couple videos yesterday, and this is about, the curiosities out there of the cafes, if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, we know. Oh, we know.
Oh man, I saw a video and it said top 3 ways of how to watch the NFL.
Oh my god.
And it said, "Oh, you could watch this off of this app." And it was like a third party app that was stealing content. And then the second app was the same thing. And then the third app was just was promoting the Monster Box. And I'm just like, how the hell? And it has 100,000 views on it. I'm like, how the hell is this even allowed when I wasn't doing this on my channel?
Yeah, he's tickled the right monster balls. I mean, monster box.
And dude, I was doing some more research, and it wasn't that I was hunting for him specifically, but I was like curious. I'm like, how the hell? And he mentioned in his videos too. He's like, if you guys want to support me, go to Patreon because I could give you all the information you guys want. Just head over there. And I'll show you guys even more. I just can't do it on YouTube because of the rules and regulations. Make sure you guys check the description below to support me with Monster Box, to support me with this IPTV service. And I'm just like, dude, that is also against YouTube's terms of services. So I don't like he's usually he's 100% manipulating the system, and I'm just like, how is this even possible? And then I saw a tweet yesterday from some other content creator that doesn't do streaming, does this other stuff, and his channel got shut down. He had
Yeah.
like multiple strikes.
Preppy, obviously, she has a channel, but she hasn't been posting lately. But there's a lot of people in her community that do like DIY arts and crafts that have been losing their channel, being demonetized, and they have no idea. Listen, it was such a trip because we are in this community, right? And we were part of that kind of gray area content for so long that when stuff started to get striked and taken down, you were just like, okay, I kind of understand. But when I started listening to some of these content creators in the DIY community that are just making crafts and started hearing them like going through their struggles, I was like, okay, this is really sad, man. Like, this is extremely sad. Like, they were like, how they got striked because they said that YouTube was saying that their tags were misleading. And they were like, well, how else are we supposed to tag something? We're like using everything, all the different items that we're using in our crafts. You know what I mean? And the different places that we went to get the products from. So there was legitimately saying that they stopped doing YouTube because they didn't know what else to do. And they said that there was no one to reach out to. And I was like, this is such a sad place that the internet has come to. The internet is such a powerful thing, right? So many people have made a living. They've created a whole world of themselves on the internet. You know, you
Mhm.
buy stuff, you sell stuff, you do services, you create websites, and those are all representations of you. But unless you're not like, unless you're hosting all of your own stuff, you're always kind of subject to the man and however they want
Mhm.
you to dictate your stuff. But the problem with YouTube is there's no humans there. It's full 100% Skynet.
Mhm.
And the Skynet doesn't even know how to govern itself. I don't know.
It's true.
I don't know.
I right now, what's going to happen is, and I know we are subject to whatever rules and regulations that they have. They sent this massive email a couple of days ago saying that there's going to be some new rules clarifying stuff starting in January, and several people were talking about it on Twitter, and it was kind of like, oh, get ready because there's going to be a lot of videos that are going to get strikes. With this channel, we don't show anything about anything. We just talk about news, and it's because YouTube is in the land of the free. We have the right to free speech. We have the right to talk about what's going on, based on the rules of YouTube. We're not allowed to teach people how to do certain things, and we're not teaching people. We're just talking about the news. Literally, that's literally what it is that we're talking about on this channel. Well, these are the updates. This is what's happening, and then we react to that. It's like the beat, like the what the hell is going on here? Like, this is exactly a what the hell moment. It is some BS. Um, that Twitter guy, I think his name is like Jelly. His YouTube channel is called like
Mm,
Jelly or something like that.
yeah.
He's got some million some subscribers, and people are blowing up his Twitter, like saying, they're blowing up YouTube. And I commented on his post too, and I said, this happened to me too. They told me that my channel was good. I'm going to get it back. Then they said, no, never mind. Then they said, nope, sorry, you are getting it back. Then they said, nope, never mind. I'm like, I kept going with them back and forth for about 6 months till I finally just said, you know what? Like, F it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done playing your guys' games. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Now, I I've mentioned this a few times with the whole crypto world, and I honestly think, and I don't know if I told you about this next level. So my thought process has been, cool. Here's the cryptos, here's the tokens, they're here. NFTs just started last year, 2020. And now we're in 2021, end of 2021, we're going into 2022. It's like, cool, NFTs are here, and it's a growing community. It's getting bigger and bigger, and it's growing fast. Um, and then now we're talking about crypto gaming, and that's something that is, I don't think there's anything major that's out right now. I think a lot of things is in beta. Like, a lot of
Yeah.
things are in beta.
And there's a
So
lot of I don't want to say under the table, but some behind the scenes deals that are still being struck right now that are going to be huge. Like some people have mentioned and then full sentence stop saying they can't say no more. And like there's some big things that are coming for gaming, like some huge companies that are actually involved with crypto in their games.
yeah, so it's exciting to hear. This is what they should be doing right now at the same time. This is what they should be doing. So I'm throwing a freaking leash out there for any of these crypto gods. They need to build a freaking streaming platform that's revolved around crypto, that is revolved around NFTs. Buster Rhymes talked about some of his albums being NFTs. Am I breaking in and out? I feel
Your
like my
audio is good, it's just your video. Are you mining?
actually, yes.
You might want to just pause that for a moment, but your audio is fine. You can keep going.
Okay. There we go. I just turned that off, and then the bars just went. See, I don't know what's going on. My internet keeps going up and down, up and down. Might be time to return that Nighthawk if this is what I'm getting right now. Am I good though? Am I good
Yeah,
now?
you're
Or
good.
is
You're
this
good. Keep going.
okay? So I see my bars are just really low for whatever reason. I don't know. Okay, so they need to do some kind of streaming platform, and this is the reason why all these musicians and artists that are doing they're putting their music into the NFT market. I think they need to put their music into some kind of streaming market, either movies, TV shows, or music. They need to put those rights into that type of blockchain for this reason. If I'm a content creator and I'm going to go on their platform and I'm just like, hey, I'm going to react to this Busta Rhymes song, there should be something that says, hey, you're about to use this Busta Rhymes song. For you to get rights, it's going to cost you 0.0001 Ethereum. And that'll give you the rights to use this song. Cool. I deposit my thing. It gives me the rights. Everything's all connected through the freaking through crypto. I have the rights through the system. He put his music out there for people to use that if they want to. He makes his money. I get my views, and everyone's happy. And I think that's what they should do. They should make a platform like that where instead of people that are buying sponsorships, like what YouTube's doing, YouTube's like lost so many sponsorships. That's why they're getting super desperate right now. Find it where us, the content creators, can create our stuff, and if we want to borrow something from somebody, we do some kind of digital exchange automatically within the system, and then we're good. And then we get our views, we get paid, we license a thing through their system, they get paid, everyone's happy. But I really do think that when it comes to streaming, when it comes to content creators, the crypto world somebody needs to step up and create a platform where this entire beast could just move there. Because I could almost guarantee you, like right now, Google search, if you Google search anything within crypto, it's blowing up Google search. We need something that is that next level of internet web, the intro web, whatever it is, you know?
So this is called the Theta Network. And the Theta Network is streaming and the blockchain. So it runs completely off the blockchain. I'll fast forward a little bit so you can see it. I guess that's the person who's viewing. They're sleeping. And there's the content creators. There's stream quality and loading time. And
So this is being worked on now.
yeah, it's got a roadmap and everything. You can send donations through it. You can unlock premium content. You can buy and gift virtual items, which are like NFTs, right?
Mhm.
And it's got esports and live streaming. It's $17 million venture financing.
Pause that real quick.
Whoopsies.
Go back. Play. I'll tell you when. And no, hold on. Pause. Okay. So Sony is big. Can you make it big? Can you make the screen big?
Is that better?
Yeah. So I don't know who Colpol VR fund, something with VR. Samsung is freaking huge. So Samsung and Sony is huge right there. What's in between Samsung and Sony? What's right in the middle?
Advanced Capital. Like these are capital companies. A lot of capital companies. It sounds like a lot of these are in the Asian markets. Like ZP Capital sounds like an Asian company. Green Pine Capital Partners seems like an Asian company. Heuristic Capital, I don't know what that one is. Sierra Ventures. A lot of these are capital like funding companies. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So just seeing Sony and Samsung there makes me happy because those are two big juggernauts that are coming in. They're when it comes to TVs and stuff, like again, streaming, you're watching TV or whatever. Samsung and Sony, that's the place to be at.
Right. So their website is thetatoken.org. Well, I don't know why I said the. It's thetatoken.org. And it's got some content already here. It says Stephen Shen, co-founder of YouTube, has a quote on here that says Theta's innovation is set to disrupt today's online video industry much in the same way that YouTube platform did to the traditional video back in 2005. One of our biggest challenges has been the high cost of delivering video to various parts of the world, and this problem is only getting bigger with HD, 4K, and higher quality video streams,
Mhm.
said Stephen Chen, co-founder of YouTube. I'm excited to be part of the next evolution. So this is the co-founder of YouTube that's working with Theta.
See, that's huge,
This is
man.
huge. So he says he's excited to be a part of the next evolution of the streaming space, helping Theta create a decentralized peer-to-peer network that can offer improved video delivery at lower cost.
That is, dude, that is so big news. Enterprise validator nodes. What does that mean?
I guess these are where they're working with some of their servers. I'm not a hundred. Oh, validator nodes is what's verifying their coins on the network. So
Okay,
I'm
so
not sure
Google,
what the
Binance,
relationship would be between Google, Sony, Samsung, Binance, and like all these huge companies.
blockchain. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I would have to do a lot more research on this, but it seems good. It says the Theta blockchain is the only end-to-end infrastructure for decentralized video streaming and delivery that provides both technical and economic solutions. This is one of the most exciting new blockchain ventures I've heard about, and that came from the Huffington Post.
This is theta.com, thetatoken.com.org.
Yeah, the thetatoken.org. That's right.
the
I
the
know I keep
TA. This is big. If I'm okay, so I'm 100%
stoked.
seriously. Yeah, when I say this, it's when I've seen Rumble, when I've seen whatever that other one's called, like all these other ones that people are just like, oh, we should go here, we should go here. There wasn't really any kind of true backing behind it. It's just your JV team against the varsity. It's like you're not gonna be good. You're not gonna be anywhere as near to YouTube. But this is not this is your Michael Jordan coming into the NBA and saying you fuckers better watch out. That's what that is. This could actually blow out YouTube.
Hold on a second. So down here on their website, it shows, this is the problem. It's the content creator goes to the video platform, and then there's a centralized CDN, which is the server, and then it goes from that centralized CDN to the viewers. And it says that the CDNs can lack reach, causing video buffering, high load times in many parts of the world, especially if they're not anywhere close to where that CDN is. Users demand 4K and 8K, higher quality streams, and it can cause bottlenecking and all that stuff, right? So just scrolling down, it has the solution here, has the validator nodes and the guardian nodes. I guess you would stake the Theta tokens and earn Theta fuel. I've heard of this, but I never knew what they did, which is hilarious because I usually research the coins that I bought because I bought some of these before. And according to these video platforms, Theta TV is on the same platform as Samsung VR.
That's interesting. I just checked my Coinbase and Theta's not. I can't get Theta off of Coinbase.
Well, I'll pull it up on CoinMarketCap to see what platforms it's on. But
And
this looks
the
pretty
value is
cool.
not bad. 668. $6.68.
I'm not sure. Let
No,
me.
that's what it is. I'm telling you what it is.
Oh yeah, $6.
Yeah, $6.
Hmm.
But I'm interested why it's not on Coinbase though. There's this thing called Theta Fuel.
Yeah, Theta Fuel is the gas for Theta.
That one's worth 32 cents.
Yeah, that's just their gas.
I got gas. You got gas? I got gas. That's it. Pull my finger.
Oh,
No. That's interesting. That
what's
is
their
some
rank?
super interesting stuff.
100,000 million billion 6. I need to.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious on. Let's see, Theta token price. I can do that, and then what? Coin market cap. Here we go. I'm already there. Okay, so it looks like it's been doing pretty good. The last year, this thing within a year, it was down to like 66 cents, and it peaked out, of course, back in April when everything peaked. up to $14, and then right now it's hovering about
So
$6.86.
this has the same market cap as another coin that I'm super bullish with,
It's
and
on
that's
KuCoin.
Cosmos. Cosmos and Theta are literally like neck and neck around the 6.6 billion mark for their market cap. So they're ranked about 32 and 33 on Coin Market Cap, and both of those coins have like some really really good potential.
Mm-hmm. This is interesting. I don't see it on. I'm looking at all the coins where it's at. I see KuCoin, I see Binance, Gate.io. I don't see it in Uniswap. That's interesting.
Yeah,
All right,
Binance
so
has it.
let's go ahead and table this so that because then we're gonna get so deep into this thing. But I do want to say the last thing I want to say on this thing is yeah, Next Level and I were just having a conversation, and um here's a what the hell. Actually, this is a good what the hell. Probably gonna start another channel. um I As you guys know, I got the Rojas Tech Reviews where I just anything tech related is there. I think I might have to start getting a little bit picky with my content and items that I get because I've been getting a lot of stuff
Yeah.
and it's like it's endless. It's literally like right now I have enough stuff on the Rojas Tech Reviews that covers all the way until February 1st of 2022. Like I have a big cushion and I have companies saying like, "Hey, when are you going to do our review?" And it's just like, "Well, you just sent it. I just got it right now and I already told you next month is booked." And they're just like, "Well, can you do our video first?" It's like everyone's saying that. I have to do it by order received. Like, sorry, it's first come first serve. So, I also have the Rojas streaming tech channel. I did announce during one of our live shows that the World of Rojas. I might be changing my name on that channel. The World of Rojas. That's my travel channel. I might call it uh, Rojas Travels. That way, maybe it's a little bit more like this is your travel channel. You know,
Roginski Travels.
Rojiski Travels. Shit. Oh man. How many variations of my name have you given me? You gave me Rojowski.
I don't know, but it's a community effort at this point.
Rojins. Yeah, it's a community effort now. Rohan. Actually,
Hey, you know what? Let's be real. You started it.
Rohan.
yeah.
I'm going to say you started it because
Me?
you had it spelled the legitimate way, and then you changed it with some funky, accente groove,
Mm.
and then you changed it after that to a different letter. Now it's a whole different word. So I'm saying you started it. I'm throwing you
Now
under
it's a
the
whole freaking ecosystem. Oh, that is true. That is well, people were butchering my name. They're like, "What up, Rojaz?" I'm like, "Rojaz? It's Rojas. The J, you don't say J. It's like an H sound." So then, yeah, I did that little H thing, the German with the two dots.
Yeah, your fault.
Whatever. So,
All right, keep going. Let's go.
so I'm thinking about doing a crypto channel. We've had subscribers reach out to us several times for quite some time now. And actually, last night when I was laying in bed, I was really thinking about it. I'm just like, I'm like, we have our podcast here, obviously where you guys are currently at listening to or watching us. And we do talk about crypto, but the biggest thing that we don't do is we don't really get detailed on a crypto. We might get detailed on whatever breaking news or whatever is happening or with rug and pulls or whatever. It's kind of like, we'll talk about certain things, be like, "Oh my gosh, you guys got to check this out." And yeah, it's kind of like we haven't really talked about how to set up a like KuCoin, how to set up Coinbase, how to use Coinbase wallet, how to like we haven't really talked about anything like that. So I was kind of really like thinking about this yesterday. What's the top 10 trending cryptos for the month? Um, what's the like Acorns? What the hell is Acorns? How can you invest in Acorns? What's staking? How can you get passive income? There's just so many things, so many avenues out there that we can do this. NFTs. What exactly is an NFT? How to buy NFTs? How to set up OpenSea account? So yeah, so I really, like I was talking to Nexo about this, so I was talking to you about this, but
Me?
yeah, you. But I think I don't know, just thinking, just thinking out loud. As you know, I had to back off from my channel on Rojas Tech Reviews in the beginning of this year because of the whole thing that happened on YouTube. I was posting every single day. I was pumping 30 videos out on one channel and the other. Actually, no, I was pumping videos every day on both channels. I was just, one was at like 2 o'clock and then the other one was at 3 o'clock, and I was pumping like 2 videos a day per channel. So there's like 60 videos a month that I was posting. And I think it took me about 2 months to finally catch up with content. And I was like, cool, let me go back to my old schedule every other day. So that was about 30 videos a month, which is still a lot.
Yes.
And that's not even including the podcast. That we were doing the BS clips, which we were posting several times a day, like 2-3 videos a day.
Mm-hmm.
And we did that for a couple months. That was BS clips plus the podcast. So it was just like some astronomical number. Like we were just pumping out like anywhere from 60 to 80 videos in a month. So right now, as we stand right now, BS clips has been shelved for a moment. It's been on pause, and it is coming back. It is coming back. We're going to be pulling up a lot of old stuff towards the end, and we're going to be posting like just small little clips of certain episodes out starting January 2022. So, and they're going to be like small little bite size 5 to 10 minute clips of a conversation. And it's going to be, maybe if you didn't listen to the entire thing, you might be like, I don't remember this. And the link in the description below will have the link to the full episode. That way you can watch the whole thing if you want. But I think the frequency on that is probably going to be maybe 3 times a week. Like this channel, like the podcast, the full episodes 3 times a week. Rojas Tech Reviews is once every third day. Same thing with Rojas Streaming Tech. The travel channel's coming back. I think I'm gonna do maybe twice a week. Maybe like, I don't know, maybe like a Wednesday and a Saturday or something. And then as far as the crypto goes, I'm thinking about doing kind of the same thing. Maybe twice a week, or maybe every third day. Because there's so much news on crypto and there's so much stuff, and you and me are highly invested into this whole crypto world. So
I want my life, like I want crypto to, I want to live off crypto.
yeah.
And I'm not saying like I want to like put $100 on a shit coin and then buy a Lambo. That's not what I mean. Like I'm like, I got into a conversation with Digital Slang one time, and he was like, stocks got you into crypto, right? And I said, no, it was kind of the other way around. Crypto got me into stocks.
Me too.
Right? Because I started looking into companies that are heavily invested into stocks. And once I started to do that, I started to really understand how many companies, their businesses are based around stocks. So I started asking myself, why can't I build a business that's based around crypto? So I've been working on that, and building a business is based around crypto and crypto mining. And then once I get from crypto mining, I can look at seeing what's the next evolution of building an entrepreneur style business in regards to crypto, right? Because now I got funding, right? I'm funding myself through mining crypto. Where do I go from there?
Yeah. And I've mentioned this to Next Level before. Preppy has mentioned it to you, and there's been a whole other amount of people that have mentioned this to you, but I seriously do think you should do either on your Next Level channel or a brand new channel. And it, like, like what I was telling you before, it's, you started your channel doing APKs. I started doing my channel doing Cody.
Yeah.
It evolved. Both of our channels evolved. my channel went from Cody, and I started to touch on APKs a little bit, but I got into more streaming boxes, and then that quickly went into freaking like all kinds of tech. And with your channel, you were doing APKs pretty hard, like file link and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you evolved it into general tech also, like
A little
headsets
bit.
and stuff
Not
like
enough
that.
though.
But I think it's enough. Once you start adding a little bit of that stuff, then you could start mixing a couple things, because you were on your way there already. Because that's what I was doing. I did Cody, mix a little bit of APKs, a little bit of streaming devices. Next thing you know, I dropped Cody, and Cody was the bulk of my stuff. I dropped Cody, and then I was doing more streaming stuff, streaming devices, and that led into like other products, headsets and stuff like that. And then I ended up dropping APKs. So I think you were on your way there. And I think this next evolution is literally your crypto. And I don't know, there's the good thing about crypto right now is that there's so much information out there. Like if you go to Coin Market Cap, I almost sound like I was from Baston. Coin Market Cap. If you go to coinmarketcap.com, there are thousands of coins. Thousands of coins. And you don't have to do a video on every single coin, but there's a lot of stuff that you can talk about. Like I've learned a lot of stuff from you saying like, hey, this coin has a job. There's a roadmap for this thing. And I'm just like, all I know is Ethereum is number 2 and they're doing great. So F the job. I just, and I'm investing, but that became important later as I was getting more into it. I'm just like, wait a minute. Like there's a reason why I haven't been in a situation where I put money in something and then it got taken away and the company disappeared. And it's because I was out every time I did my research, I'm like, oh, this one looks good. Cosmos. Oh, hey, Next Level said something about Cosmos. Oh, Tezos. He said Tezos. Look at him do Tezos. Hey, look at this Dogecoin. You're like, don't do it. And it started blowing. I'm like, Elon Musk is talking about it. They're not gonna take it away. Let me just throw it in there. I've been pretty good up until recently, very, 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 very recently, where we did a podcast and I was kind of like, whatever. I knew what I was doing when I threw it in there. I knew this was a lottery ticket.
Right.
But that I think because of those conversations that we've had, I've been very fortunate not to lose money, like not to be in the red.
Right. I mean, as long as you're winning 60% of the plays that you make, you're winning, right? You don't have to win every single play you make, but you want to stay in the green in the overall picture. Now, when it comes to crypto, something a lot of people don't know is that a lot of coins are built on a platform of another coin. And typically it's one of about 5 or 6 of them. You have Bitcoin, you have Ethereum, you have like Cosmos, you have like Cosmos, for instance. Here's a big one. A lot of people are talking about CRO, crypto.com.
I bought in yesterday.
Huh?
I bought in yesterday.
Yeah. So crypto.com was built off the Cosmos coin. And a lot of people don't know that, right? It's like, well, if you're bullish on CRO, shouldn't you not be bullish on Cosmos? I don't know.
That's why I bought it. That's exactly why I bought it.
Polygon's got a huge network coming and a lot of stuff. You look at things like Cardano. Cardano's got a lot of stuff that's being built on that blockchain right now. So if you believe in those products, so here's the thing: we're going to go through a very interesting transition, I think, soon. Right now, people who are just coming into crypto are just learning about the coin, right? The people who have been in it for a minute are learning about the projects being built on those coins. It's very interesting when you take that next step.
That next level stuff.
When you take it to the next level. Fine, I'll say it, damn it.
Level.
Yeah. And the interesting thing about all of this is is that it's scratching the surface.
I found a website that you might like. You want to see it?
Yeah.
All right. So check this out. You know how sometimes you're like, well, what happens when, I'm just going to use this as an example, like CRO. If CRO is worth as much as Dogecoin, right, in coin market cap, what would that coin actually be worth? Right? It's a fair question. So let me share my screen. Hold on. I need to. Where is it? I need to pull it up. Oh my God. Did I lose it?
No, Maria, ¿por qué?
No, I shouldn't have lost it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, never mind. I didn't lose it. Okay, let me pull it up here. I just have so many windows open. It's hard to organize myself. All right, so we're looking at CRO, which has a coin market cap. It's in 12th spot at 24 billion, right? Dogecoin, which is in the top 10, has a market cap of 28 billion. So the question in this hypothetical situation is, what would CRO be worth if it was in Dogecoin spot, making it in the top 10 cryptocurrencies? I strongly believe that it deserves to be in the top 10 cryptocurrencies. And I believe personally, everyone can be different on this, but I believe that it's going to be there relatively soon. The other thing that I was looking at when I was looking at this was that there is a decent jump between what I would say is, the next spot above Dogecoin. Can you see that, or is it blurry?
It's a little blurry.
It's a little blurry. Let me see if I can. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better, right? So I don't usually count stable coins when I'm looking at market cap, so I skip that. But if I'm looking at Dogecoin and the next coin to be above it would be Polkadot, you're looking at a pretty big difference from 28 billion to 38 billion. 10 billion is a pretty big jump, right? But anyways, that's a story for another conversation. So I found this website that's called marketcapof.com. Super simple, right? So let me refresh this. So this is what it looks like when you first go to this website. Let me zoom in a bit so you guys can see that better. Is that better? Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So you pick your first coin. So there's CRO. And you want to know what it's going to be roughly when it hits Dogecoin's market cap. You click on Dogecoin and it says it's going to be around $1.14. Right now, currently, CRO is at 96 cents. So if I was to ask you, now again, this is not financial advice, but this is kind of my thought process. If I was to ask you, do you think CRO is going to be worth as much or more than Dogecoin?
Okay, say that one more time.
Do you think CRO, crypto.com's coin, is going to be worth as much or more than Dogecoin in
Should be
regards
more.
to the amount of money that's in it, right?
Should be more.
I think it should be worth more. So right now, this is a very simple way of looking at things. It depends on, your research and your belief, but right now, coin market cap, CRO's coin is worth 96 cents. So then you can literally just sit there and ask yourself, is the difference between 96 cents and $1.14, which I think it says it's 18% right there where it says 1.18, 18% gains, is that good enough for you? Now, nothing's ever guaranteed. There's no time frames, but if you do your own research, you can kind of start to look at things saying, I believe in this project and I want to invest in it. So that's 18% if it does hit where Dogecoin is. It's a pretty interesting way to look at things, right?
It's 1.118.
Yeah, so that's 18%.
Okay.
That's 18%.
So it should 18% grow if it hits Dogecoin.
If it gets to the top 10 of cryptocurrencies, where right now Dogecoin is 10th spot. And I think it should, but I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just some guy wearing a toque, okay?
I keep hearing that crypto.com, the value of where it's been has been astronomically low. That it's actually like a joke on how low it is right now.
I would agree with that.
And that it should be in the thousands of dollars, especially because how much money they're pumping into UFC, how much money they're putting into, they just bought, well, they didn't buy the Staples Center, but they took over the naming convention of the Staples Center to crypto. Well, I don't even know what it's going to be called. Crypto Center, crypto.com center, the Crips, the Crips.
The Crips.
Like
What a
Snoop's like,
blood.
hell yeah, the Crips.
I
don't
wanted to
know.
show this to you too, by the way. So, if SHIB was worth as much in regards to market cap as Bitcoin, then SHIB wouldn't even be worth a penny. It would take a 50x in order to get there. But that's still good increases if it was to get there. I'm just saying, but it's very unlikely it'd be worth as much as Bitcoin.
How the hell? Well, this also doesn't consider that SHIB is burning tokens.
Right. It doesn't. No, it's just looking at stuff right now today.
Yeah. See, that's so interesting because if yeah, as SHIB's burning, that number could easily be much bigger. So, that's send me that site.
It's literally marketcapof.com. That's the website. It doesn't get any easier than that.
I'll tell you this. Last night, when I bought into crypto.com, Crow, I'm calling it Crow.
Crow, caca.
It was at, I'm looking at it right now. It was at 83 cents, 82 cents. 82 cents. It's currently at 96. I put $100 on it last night. Actually, I was talking to Blades. Remember Blades? He talks to you, right? Blades?
A little bit.
He was telling me, he's like, dude, you get into that Crow? I was like, well, yeah. I had so Coinbase did this thing where they're just like, hey, let's put a little bit of money. If you put a little bit of money into Doge, you'll be into this drawing. So I put some money into Doge, and then they have these classes that you can take that you get free, a couple bucks and stuff. So I had about 100 and I'll tell you the exact number right now. I had about $115 accumulated with between Doge, auction, and AMP. $115. Moved it in there, and now I'm up $130. And I was like, cool. But you know me, when I like to invest in something, you know that I like to invest, So I've been watching it very, very carefully. And as we speak, it is dipping right now. It is slowly fixing itself. So I'm waiting until it drops to a certain number. Then I'm going to be back in. This is interesting. But yeah. Cool. Okay. A lot of crypto talks, a lot of stuff coming soon. We'll see if I'm going to be doing this whole thing with, well, from what it looks like, most chances are that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be jumping into this market pretty soon. And I'm going to be doing videos. I really do hope Next Level does the same thing.
I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and to be very blunt, even with my own channel on the streaming stuff, I was thinking about not even doing APKs anymore and just sitting down at my computer and talking about articles from AFTV News and from some of the big stuff and just what's happening that's related to streaming stuff and just making it like a news channel, right? And I've been thinking about doing something very similar when it comes to crypto, like how I was just looking at those scenarios between those different coins and, the top 10 and the top 20 and, what are my thought process? That's literally what I do every morning. I look at these coins, I look at how things are moving, and I decide what my risk tolerance and what I'm going to invest in. So for me to sit here on a computer and just talk out loud is it's the same shit. Like I might as well just record some shit when I sit down in the morning and just be like, "Yo, your top 10 cryptocurrencies of today are these are the ones that I'm currently invested in. These are the ones that I'm looking to make sure that I have a position in going forward. All right, next
Yeah.
week I've gotten into these positions now. These are how things are moving, and this is where I think things are going."
Yeah. 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 I'm very from on my side, I'm looking very much into talking about what's trending, talking about brand new projects that are coming out, talking about some cryptos that have done rug pulls, um, like top tens, the ones that I'm invested in, how to set up these apps, like just straight to the point where like there's just so much information out there. There's just a lot. So see, this is the shit that we talk about all the time. Okay, so we have a couple things here that we're gonna talk about. So check this out. This has been some interesting stuff here. The entire Disney park temporarily closes its door in Hong Kong. So as you guys know, we're still, COVID, the Rona is very much around.
My
And
corona.
my Corona, no, my Coronas. So Hong Kong, I actually went to Hong Kong back in 2013, I think, maybe 2014. If you guys follow my Instagram, you guys will see pictures me when I was out there. Awesome. It was just a cool park, man. But I was out there. So Hong Kong Disneyland closed its doors on November 17th. The move comes in the wake of a government issued request that all people present, cast members included, on a specific date and time must take a mandatory coronavirus test with Hong Kong Disney Resort choosing to close its theme park for the entire day.
Wow.
That is crazy. That is nuts. Like they literally said everyone in Hong Kong were shutting down. Like they shut everything down. Everything, including like imagine if you're out there for a vacation, because I know people are still trying to people are trying to get back to normal, and people are starting to travel again. So imagine going to Hong Kong and that happens.
Yeah.
I would be very.
But again, this is not the tourist time of the century.
It's not, but people are trying to get back to some kind of normalcy,
Something.
something. So here's another one. Disney CEO, Mr. Bob, reportedly wants to double down on Hulu to eventually merge it into Disney Plus. Hulu might be shutting down soon.
Wow.
Hulu shut down, guys. They're looking into moving it into Disney Plus. You know what they need to do is, I think this is a well, I don't know how I feel about it, because some people will buy Hulu just to have Hulu. Some people will buy Disney Plus just to have Disney Plus, and you could have the two apps separate. I don't know if that means Disney Plus price is going to go up a little bit. I hope not, but I think that's what's going to happen. But like this is what he's saying. Eventually, he wants to merge the two together. Following this month's Walt Disney's Company quarterly results, Wall Street shareholders and analysts started to raise serious questions about the growth of Disney Plus, as in the past they had only managed to add 2 million subscribers. it's they had this big boom, and now they're slowly still growing, but they're not growing as much. But of course, they're always like, how can we get our subscribers happy? So it looks like they want to move Hulu into Disney Plus. What's interesting though is the entire crypto market is down right now, or as we call it, bleeding. The red candle is on. But so is the stock market.
Yeah.
You know, and they're kind of like, what do we do? It's like, dude, just what is that FUD? Like freaking out.
Fear,
It's like,
uncertainty, and doubt.
yeah. So it's kind of like, just chill. Like, their Disney Plus is doing good already. Don't try to get too crazy. I still really do think when you open up that Disney Plus app, you have Disney, then you have Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, National Geographic. They need to do a Fox animation, and I think Fox owned Blue Studios. I think it was. They need to do a Blue Studios. They need to have all these sections that you could get to, and you choose the section, and then it has everything there. Because if I'm like, hey, I want to watch Home Alone, where do I go? It's not a Disney. When I think Disney, when I'm like, okay, let me look at the Disney stuff, I'm thinking like Cinderella, Dumbo, like that type of stuff. You know, I'm not thinking like, oh, let me click Disney to watch The Simpsons. So I have to go to the search sometimes, you know. So yeah, I hope they do figure out, and I hope. I don't know. How do you feel about that? Like, do you think they should put Hulu in there?
For a company perspective, it makes sense, right? It's a lot cheaper to have everything run out of the same house than to have different houses where you run the same kind of content. You know what I mean? When they pool their resources together and you have the same production companies working on, you know, the originals, it can be good, but it could also be bad when it comes to, writing and stuff like that, because you're introducing a lot of people that have different perspectives. Like, let's say, if would The Handmaid's Tale be as good if it was written by a Disney writer? We don't know, but probably not, right?
That's like for
You,
sure.
you
No.
get where I'm going with that, right? They would have more funding to produce some things, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be better. But because of more funding, because they would optimize the efficiencies that they would be able to produce content, that also would probably mean that we would get more content. And like, this pandemic has been brutal with the amount of people saying, I've watched everything on Netflix, I've watched everything on Disney Plus. Geez, you really need to get outside. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
For real.
So I think it's good and bad, right? I think it's going to be good because, obviously more content potentially, I would think. And I think that it would be good because, it's more streamlined. I think it makes sense as well. And I think they were kind of alluding to this by their pricing structure. I think that if they were trying to keep them separate, then they would have been priced accordingly. But their price, I think they're part of a bundle, are they not?
Yeah.
Yeah. And because that bundle is relatively cheap and cheaper than all of the other competition, it just makes sense to kind of just include it together from a business perspective.
If they do put Hulu into Disney Plus and you have to pay like an extra, I don't want to call it extra. Let's just say it's the same price as the bundle. You could just get Hulu within Disney Plus. You know what they should do? They should make it where right now Disney Plus is what, like $6.99 a
Something
month.
like that.
Okay, so let's just say, and again, we're a little bit off on the prices. What about this? If you get Disney Plus, oh no, because if they're gonna add Hulu, okay, so check this out. If they get Disney Plus, it's gonna be $13.99, which includes Hulu. If they want Hulu by itself, $9.99 by itself. It almost forces you to get Disney Plus.
Well, that's not a bad thing. We've talked about it how many times that the best one out there is Disney Plus. So
right. So here's I don't have the article for this one, but here is some some what the hells. HBO and Hulu are fighting right now. Hulu does not want to give HBO the rights anymore to any of their stuff. And if they do, because HBO is a movie channel and they play whatever movies are out there. Typically when a movie comes out and it's on DVD or it's on the streaming world, that HBO live TV, you'll be able to sometimes catch it in the TV guide. They're going to be taking that away from them, where they will not let them have it. It won't be accessible to HBO until a year after it's been in a streaming service. So because Disney owns Hulu, they're saying, oh, cool, it's going to be on Hulu. You want to watch it, you got to have Hulu. And HBO, how they normally stream, sometimes they stream certain movies, especially stuff from Fox, because they still have that contract that they're trying to fulfill. Not anymore. Now they're saying, starting sometime next year, as soon as a movie drops from Fox Studios, HBO will not have access to that, and there will not be any talks of any kind of contracts or nothing until a year after it's been in the Hulu app. What do you think about that one?
I don't like restricting access of anything, so I'm going to go with no.
No, you don't like it? I think it's a power move.
Yeah,
from
of
Disney.
course, but give me more. Don't give me less.
Yeah, well, go to Disney Plus. Go to Hulu.
Right?
Okay, here's this next one. This is a huge what the hell. Huge what the hell. Are you watching this?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna blow this up. I think I blew it up. Did I blow it up? I don't think it blew up. Okay, check this out. How many dogs do you see on the screen?
Like at least 3?
Okay, I'll tell you this. This is not a dog right here.
I still see at least 3.
Okay, where do you see 3?
Oh shit, 4.
Where do you see 4?
Okay, there's one on the right. Right. There?
Okay.
Not that. The white one. The white thing's a dog, isn't it?
This? No.
That's not a dog?
This is a trampoline, and this is a cover. All this is a cover.
Oh.
Watch. I'm going to rewind it, and I'll hit play. See, notice? It's just a cover. It's just laying there. It's hanging from the top to the bottom. Same thing here, hanging from the top to the bottom. So how many dogs do you see? And this is not a dog. This is just a rug.
Well, I guess 2 then.
There's only one dog in there.
Nice.
Apparently, you see that white dog going around?
Yeah.
That's a ghost dog that the camera caught.
How do they know?
The guy that lives here ran outside because he heard the dog. He heard his dog. You know how dogs play. They make noises and growl and stuff.
Yeah.
But notice how the other dog, if you see the other dog, these 2 dogs, the black dog and the white dog, they never really touch. It almost looks like he's going through him. And you'll see it a couple times, like when he comes around, like there's the black dog and the white dog's being chasing him. Look at this. Right there, it looks like he's touching him, but he's not. I'm going to rewind this real quick. Look. Right here, if you see their paws, this white dog is in front of the dog, but the head is hidden behind the other head, almost like they're crossing. But this dog is in front of the other dog.
Mm-hmm.
And when he moved, when you typically move, you push something from you know, like if I put my hand here, you push something. The thing is, what happened here, it went like this. It went through the dog's face. And the way we know this is because the guy who had, so this happened in Australia. Anybody listen to the audio, you guys got to come to YouTube and watch this video because this is some spooky stuff here. What happened was the owner of the dog heard the dogs playing, or the dog, only one dog playing. He only has one dog. And he went outside, or not outside, I'm sorry. He was in bed, looked at the app, and saw this. He jumped out of bed, ran downstairs because he thought it was like, I don't know if there's coyotes or wolves or what the hell there is in Australia, but he's just like, how is there another dog in my yard? So he went out there to go protect his dog, to go make sure his dog is not going to get in a fight with another dog.
Yeah.
To find nothing. He literally only found his one dog. The neighbor outside also heard the dog playing. And when the owner of the dog came out, the neighbor was outside and his face was white.
What did his neighbor say?
That he saw the second dog disappear. They were just freaking the hell out. Yeah, I'll play this one more time as we're talking about this. But this happened in Melbourne, Australia. There was a second ghost dog there, and the black dog was playing with the white dog. They were playing with each other, and the camera caught it. The camera caught this interaction. And see right there, right there is where it disappears. It's some freaky stuff. This is where they zoom in right here because that's where they say they show. You could see it where it looks like the white one went through the black one. There he comes. Looks like they're jumping on each other. Right here, he's in front, and now he went through him. It literally looks like he was like right here, and then it goes through him. I've never heard of ghost dogs before.
Nah, I'm sure there's ghosts everything, whatever.
Oh man. I'm sure there's ghosts to everything. Okay, what do we got? We got two more. Scarlett Johansson breaks silence on Disney's lawsuit.
Again? Like, how many times is this going to come up? I'm getting tired of her shit.
I know. So she hasn't officially come out and said anything yet, but she finally spoke about it. She says, I felt like I was standing up for what was right. So there was a mutual agreement between Scarlett Johansson and Disney, and she responded with a statement through her reps. But now she's addressing the situation herself in her own words. Let's see. So there's like a gala on November 18th. If you don't know what a gala is, it's like a fancy fundraiser type of dinner.
Yeah.
I've been to a couple of those, and it's very fancy. Very, very fancy. You gotta, there's no such thing as a 3-piece suit. You better have a 5-piece suit. It's nuts. So this is what she says. Going through the Disney lawsuit, when you're doing something that feels like it's not been done before, and it feels like it's uncharted territory, it's a little terrifying. You have a lot of doubt, but at the same time, I felt like I was standing up for what was right. Of course, this is going back to they didn't put Black Widow in the theaters, which Disney postponed it. Disney postponed the launch of Black Widow because they wanted to give her the red carpet. But because of the whole pandemic, everything was open, shut down, shut down for a while, and may open for a little bit, shut down again. And it was just like, you know what? And then when they opened, it was just like, we cannot have people here. We cannot have too many people here. so they said, hey, you know what? We're gonna give you this. We're gonna give you like $30 million before it even launches, and then whatever sales from it. So she still came up ahead, but I think it was the principle of it, that this was what the contract said.
To
So
put it into retrospect, Gal Gadot, who played Wonder Woman. What's her name?
Oh yeah.
She was paid 300,000. Right,
And
but the same
30
kind of
mil.
deal, 300,000, and then a percentage of the theater sales. Right, Black Widow got 30 million, and then a percent. I'm just putting something into perspective.
But it's just like what she said. It's the principle.
Erase the principle.
Okay, so they came to some agreement. Scarlett Johansson still, and I love this, still has a working relationship with Marvel Studios and Disney, as she was announced just last week to be producing an unnamed superhero project with Kevin Feige. What do you think about that? Juicy, huh?
Yeah, you see, people need to understand the reason why fighting for
Your
that
rights.
residual income is so legit. That method of payment was the reason why Keanu Reeves became the highest paid actor in history, because of The Matrix. That's where it all started. The Matrix, like, he got paid dick all for making The Matrix, but the residual income after the fact and the theater made him the highest paid actor ever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
I
if
love
it's
those
still the
movies.
case, but
I love those movies, man.
yeah.
Those movies are still top 5 for me. And I can't even say Matrix 1, 2, and 3. All of them.
I wasn't a huge fan on 3.
3 was a little bit, they had to end it somehow.
Yeah, they did.
They had to end it. But I still love the whole series. I'm just like,
4's coming out.
4 is coming out, but it looks like it's like they're relaunching the Matrix. It's like part 1 all over again, but it's part 4.
Hold on. Reloaded?
Shots fired. I'm looking here. I'm like, do I have a little shot? The closest thing I have is this. Crank.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. Here's the last thing to wrap up the show. Okay, so this is very interesting stuff. I don't know how this is going to impact the world. I have no idea how this is going to impact the world, but Amazon, just look at this. Amazon workers are preparing for a global strike on Black Friday. Amazon workers in 20 countries. I have no idea how they even started this. Like where they all got together in like some kind of forum on Reddit or YouTube, Facebook group, or I don't know what. And as most of you guys know, you guys are watching this video December 1st. No, I'm sorry. You guys are listening to the audio December 1st. You're watching the video November 30th. We're recording this on the 24th, obviously because in the States, Thanksgiving, and I'm going to be MIA, and Next Level is going to be MIA just because he's MIA. He's got life happening with him. But I don't know how this is going to affect. I don't know how this is going to. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to affect the world. I don't know how this is going to affect the world. We're probably going to talk about this again sometime soon, very soon in another episode. It might be a weekly tech news or something. I don't know, but Amazon workers in 20 countries are preparing to strike on Black Friday as part of the Make Amazon Pay campaign. Employees are trying to improve their working conditions and demand accountability from their managers. The campaign is led by Make Amazon Pay, which says we are workers and activists divided by geography and our role in the global economy, but united in our commitment to make Amazon pay fair wages, its taxes, and for its impact on the planet. And I quote, on Black Friday, 26 November 2021, from oil refineries to factories to warehouses to data centers to corporate offices in countries across the world, workers and activists are rising up in strikes, protests, and actions to make Amazon pay. Now, I'm not going to read the rest of this thing because there's a whole spew of stuff, but
I'm blaming Bezos.
right?
I'm blaming Bezos. Like, listen, how you gonna go and launch your rich ass into space and then come back and say, because I pay minimum wage and all my employees and I work you guys to the bone, I was able to afford to send my rich ass to space. So now these people are like, we're overworked, we're underpaid, we want more, and now we're gonna make you pay for it. If you got money because of us to go to space, then you got money to pay for us to have a decent like living life, right? Now the other flip turn about that, right, is that I don't think there's enough people that actually understand. So in the States, you have, I think it's USPS,
USPS,
right? In
United
Canada,
States Postal Services.
we have Canada Post,
Mhm.
and those two platforms are propped up, no word of a lie, by Amazon. If Amazon wasn't running through the six with their woes, I mean the six and America, because
America.
it's like there's just so much money that goes through the government funded postal services because of Amazon. Without that, do we then also see layoffs in USPS and Canada Post? And if there's layoffs in USPS and Canada Post, do we then see online deliveries being pushed back? Like, are we going to go back to like it's insane? Okay, like, man, like I'm just, my brain is like overloading because we're dealing with crates that are not being delivered. We're dealing with crates that are disappearing. We're dealing with you know, planes that are not going anywhere because it's just too expensive. We're dealing with I tried to buy a couch this weekend. We tried to buy a couch, right? Everywhere. These couches are on sale. So you go in and you're like, "All right, I like this couch. When can it be? When can I get it?" You know what they're telling you? Right now in Canada, because of what's going on with the freights, and now BC is flooding. So what happens is when the boats do come in, they come into where BC is, and then they're usually shipped via like rail across the country. But because BC is locked off because of the flooding from the rest of the country, they're telling you if you buy this couch that's on sale today, you'll get it maybe in March.
It's a shit show, dude. It's so bad.
I'm like, yo, I want a couch for Christmas so people can sit down, you know?
Sit their happy asses.
Right?
Oh, you need to sit your hold on. Sit your happy. The thing, okay, this is what people don't understand. And this is what's actually happening in California. Right now, this is happening in California. When you ask for more money, things are going to inflate. If everybody from Amazon is saying, like, we need to get more money because you're paying us minimum wage or whatever it is, the second you do that, like people need to think about this. Like, there's probably billions of people that are working. Well, maybe not billions, but millions of people that are working in this. Let's just make it an even number. 1 million people. If they were to say, hey, we're going to give everybody $1 an hour raise, that's $1 million an hour, $8 million a day, $40 million for the week, $80 million for the paychecks. What?
I get what you're saying, and I agree to a certain extent. However, it all starts with it's obviously the government's fault for printing more money, but we shouldn't have. Now, this is something I read this morning, and I like the guy, but Elon Musk is now worth over $300 billion. So if we're going to talk about inflation and we're going to talk about, oh, we can't raise the minimum wage any higher than it is because everything else is going to go up, then why do we have people that are fighting to get to a net worth of $1 trillion? And I'm just being realistic, right? Like, that's a stupid amount of money. Like, how much money do you need to live in your life, right? And then multiply that by 50, and Elon Musk is still richer than your wildest dream, Taylor Swift. Like,
see, okay, that I understand that point, and
but hold on, let me finish it though. Like Elon Musk says he's taking half his net worth and he's taking it to Mars with him. So then it comes right out of the financial system. It's not even part of this world anymore.
but okay, so here's the problem. Here is the problem, because you do need people. You do need people that are going to pick up trash. You do need people that are going to push buttons at a register. You do need people that are going to have to take your order. You need people that are going to have to clean tables. You need people that are going to go to the sewers and unplug shit, literally. You need people to make the world go round. If Elon Musk said, I have enough, like, how many, like, you know what? I'm going to do this right now.
But it also comes down to supply and demand. If nobody wants to do those jobs, then you got to pay more for those jobs.
So check this out, man. How much does he say you have? Yeah, he has
$300 billion.
Okay,
he's a third of the way to $1 trillion.
Check this out.
Like,
I'm gonna put some scary numbers up here. That it's some scary shit. There's of course there's gonna be supply and demand. There's gonna be people that hate their jobs, and there's gonna be people that that they don't want to do it, but they're there because they have no choice. But that's the thing. Somebody has to do it. Somebody, when you're at Disneyland and everything looks so perfect, is because somebody is picking up some kid's throw up somewhere. Somebody's picking up somebody that had a accident and shit themselves or peed themselves. Somebody is cleaning that stuff up, and there is just, it's not that they want to do it. It's not that they're like, let me put that Disney smile to clean somebody's ass. You know what I mean? Somebody has to do it. So Elon Musk has $300 billion. Right now, the population of the world is 7.7 billion as of 2020. Let's just say 8 billion to make it easy. If Elon Musk gave $1 billion to every person, babies, your 100-year-old grandma, doesn't matter who, everybody, he would be left with $292 billion still. Rough life for him. Let's just say he has $292 billion still. Like, dude, seriously? He still has stupid money to do whatever he wants. If everybody in the world became a billionaire, nobody would work.
No, I think you mean a million.
Huh?
A million. No, it can't be a billion. No.
A billion. You said 300 billion, right?
He's got 300 billion, but there's 8 billion people. So if you multiply 8 billion by a billion, that's way more than 300 billion.
My bad. Million.
Is it million? I don't know now. Now
now you got me confused. Do the math. See, this is why we don't do math here. We had oh my gosh. I haven't seen her. I haven't seen her in such a long time. Miss Bittersweet. She made fun of us when it comes to the math. 8 billion people. How much money would that be? Yeah, that would have only been 8 people that would have gotten $1 billion. Would that be 100 million?
I don't even think it'd be more than 100. It'd be like, I don't
10
even know,
million?
man. I don't know. It's like less than $50.
A person? No.
Yeah, man. Less than $50. If you divide 300
you're
by
right.
8,
You're right. You're right. You're right.
$37.50. And that's his whole 300 billion gone.
Well,
You can get $37.50.
okay. So you would have to put multiple people then to put in that amount of money.
Yeah, but you don't want to give people, see, the whole point of being, there's a difference between a rich person and a philanthropist, right? A philanthropist wants to make the world a better place. Is that do I have that wrong?
No,
Right.
that's right.
So he wants to be a philanthropist. He wants to make the world a better place so that, I watched a debate between him and Jack Ma. You know who Jack Ma is, right?
Rings a bell, but remind me.
I think it's Alibaba, the owner of Alibaba,
Oh, yeah.
right? So during the debate, the discussion was, how do we make it so that it's so expensive to live in this world, so that we have more time for ourselves. So it's about taking that amount of money and allowing us to live in a life that doesn't require a lot of expenses, doesn't require us to be working 80 hours a week, that creating a different life, changing reality, if you will. And is that the metaverse? Is it? Because the metaverse, right? The metaverse means, like, you imagine if you took $100 billion to really invest into the metaverse, right? The metaverse means there's no traffic, right? Means that there's no pollution from the cars, right? It means that there's less moving pieces in society, but then it could also mean more obesity. It could mean other things, like, you know what I mean? So what does that world look like, and how do we get there, and where do we start?
So I just did the math on this. For 7 billion people, if we were to give $1 million to 7 billion people, it would take 7,000 billionaires to do it. Well, maybe not 7,000 billionaires, but like if Elon Musk has 300 billion, if he says, "Hey, I'm going to give one of my billions away," he'll cover a good amount of people. But if just $1 million, it'll take 7,000 times to get there.
The problem
to get that
is
amount of money.
The inflation, right? Or the deflation of what we consider to be valuable, right?
And see, that's the thing. It's here in California, our minimum wage was like $10 for a while, and people were complaining like, dude, $10 doesn't get you crap. $10 is like, dude, it's nothing. $10 is nothing. You can't afford rent on $10. So they're just like, okay, cool. Let's go up to $15 by 2022 or 2020 or whatever it is. We're going to slowly increase it to $15 so that way you can make a living. Now here is the only problem I have, and it's not that I don't want people to not be able to pay for rent, but if you're working at McDonald's and you're just like, this is my career, I'm at McDonald's, this is my career. I don't think like, if you got to be a manager, I would say, if you're going to be, or supervisor, if you're going to be at McDonald's, you know what I mean? If you're just like, hey, I've never had experience flipping burgers, I've never had experience pushing buttons on the machine, you don't really need experience to do that. You know, like that's why these starting jobs you get, like they take anybody, they take a 16-year-old to do it, you know? But if a 16-year-old is going in there to make $15 an hour, at what point do we say, hey, you don't have to go to college, you could just go to McDonald's and get benefits, get a full-time job, and you could pay, you could buy a house. Now, here's the flip side to all this stuff. Not in a positive way, because everybody is asking for more money here in California, saying like minimum wage sucks. Like, dude, when I was working at the hospital, starting as a data analyst, bro, data and reporting analyst, working through SQLs, working through servers, working through freaking Tableau and like, this shit's not easy. Starting, I was at $22. How the hell is minimum wage at McDonald's $12 an hour? Like they're not that far away from me. I think at that time In-N-Out was like at $14, and I was just like, dude, they're not doing work.
They are doing work though. Like it's different work, but it's still work. They're doing work.
It's different work. But
like when I look at like the minimum wage in the States and the minimum wage here in Canada, like you guys are getting paid a lot more than we're getting paid, and we have a lot more taxes. Our real estate's a lot more expensive. It's crazy. Our minimum wage is 14.35 Canadian, which works out to be like 11, 12 US. And then the government taxes that like crazy. Our average home in the GTA here in Toronto is $1.1 million. Like we can't survive off of a $14 minimum wage. Like we can't. I don't know how it is in the States, but I feel like maybe that sounds like a lot to you guys now, but real estate and costs of expenses are not going down.
Yeah,
they're not going to go down. They're not.
So, do you guys have McDonald's out there?
Yeah, we do.
How much is a 2 cheeseburger combo over there?
Oh my god! Like you said, 2 cheeseburgers?
Yeah, there's a 2 cheeseburger combo meal. I get this combo all the time.
Probably over $10. I'm gonna go to their website, see if I can find it.
What do you normally buy that you can tell me the price of right now that we have in the States?
I go to Burger King and I get 2 Whoppers for $10.
2 Whoppers for $10. How much is that USD?
Like $8?
$8. Okay, cool. In the States, $8 gets you 1 Whopper.
What?
1, not a combo.
Yeah, not a combo, just the burger.
1 Whopper for $8 USD. 1. That's what it is in California right now.
No.
Just recently went to Burger King, and I'm just like, what in the world? Why is it so damn freaking expensive? It is going stupid here. And it's because our minimum wage is going up, so everything is up. $8, bro.
Your food is also bigger than ours. At least that's the stereotype.
It's all, yeah. If you say this is like an inch, if that's a thick ass burger for you, THICC.
Hey, there's a stereotype out there where there's an American size of fast food. Right? There's a documentary called Super Size Me, wasn't there? Like,
yeah,
right. And he talked about how the American standard of fast food is larger than life.
Used to be, not no more. You know what? When that documentary came out, that was a big lie of how larger than life was, because at that given time, the burgers that you used to get back then, when that documentary came out, it wasn't like this. It was like this. Maybe 5 years before that documentary came out, they used to be like this. Now, remember, it used to be like this. The documentary like this. Right now, like this.
Yeah, that's how our burgers are. They're pretty.
I'm like, what the hell is this? Like me, like you. Can I get 2, please? Sure, $16. What? 16 for what? Do I get a massage with that or something?
You don't get happy meals. You get happy endings, and that we meaning we end you happily.
Wait a minute.
I don't know.
Tell me more. Tell me more. Dude, that's how stupid it is here in California. That's how ridiculous it is here. It's gone beyond. And that's the thing. People are just like, dude, we need more money. It's just like, do you not understand what's going on when you ask for more money? You know what's interesting? At $8 to get a combo, I have to go outside of California. Let's just say to freaking Missouri or Colorado or Arizona or anywhere but California. I could get $8 for a combo.
Yeah, that's unheard of here. You can't get
But-
none for $8.
But here's the thing, minimum wage there, bro. You want to talk about minimum wage outside of California? It's under $10.
Yeah, yo, I don't know if it was true or not, but I seen it was like $7.25 since forever, and it's never changed. And then people are complaining like that's why we're broke, because inflation keeps going up and minimum wage is stuck at $7.25.
Yep.
That's crazy, man.
That's how stupid it is over here.
$7.25 though, like that's legit.
Yeah. In certain states, certain areas, that's legit.
That's crazy. Well, that's also because your real estate is so much cheaper too. Like I can't comprehend that, because I remember when I first started working, minimum wage was like 7 something. I remember that, right? But our real estate and the price to afford places, like, it's dramatically changed. When I bought my first house back in 2007, that house, if I was to have still had it, would be worth 5 times more now than what it was worth in 2007 when I bought it. 5 times more. And that's what the Canadian real estate inflation's like. But because it goes up that much, it takes that much more to own a home. And more people here are renting homes. More and more people here are renting homes for more than $3,000 a month. Rent, bro. Rent is keeping the Canadians broke here.
How much is that USD?
3,000,
About 22, 24?
It is 2,400 USD.
California, it's a little bit higher than that.
But I'm talking like average though. Like that's crazy.
California, if you could find that in California, I'm telling you, California is like stupid.
I see basement apartments for like $1,800, $2,000 for a basement. I'm like, wow,
bro. For a bedroom, a shared house bedroom, they do that here. You could rent a room inside of a house.
They do that here too, yeah.
And it's like 14, 15.
It's crazy.
And it's just like, for what?
What?
The only way to get anything good is what you did. You got to move way the freak out of there.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. How far are you from Toronto?
Well, where I bought the house? We bought the house. It's like 2 hours away from Toronto.
So you're hours away.
Yeah.
From a hotspot area.
Right. But you know, I was this weekend, I was actually comparing it to my parents, right? So my parents were first generation immigrants to this country, right? And when they moved to the city that I'm in, like not where I moved to, but where I moved from, that city had a population of like 30,000. And the roads were like dirt roads and nothing was built up and there was farmland everywhere, right? Mm-hmm. And now that city has a population of 900,000 in there, right? And I look at, you know, the house that my parents bought back then was for less than 100,000 and now it's worth like 1.4 million, right? It's the same thing. I'm moving 2 hours away into, you know, more of a farmland kind of not populated area, you know, population of 20,000. But in the next 30 years, we're going to see the same kind of transitions, probably less than 30 years, probably in half that time, because of how things move these days.
And, you know, it's where that's where I'm at when I'm talking about like moving out of California, going somewhere where like that, where it's like almost farm, where there's like not that many people, where it's going to be a lot cheaper. And it sucks because the only way to get something, here's the thing. Here's the thing. The only way to get something that you don't have to pay a lot of money on, minimum wage and everything, is gonna be crap. But it's gonna be all relative to wherever you're at. But the only difference is doing all of this.
Yes,
doesn't change where I move.
Right.
this stays the same. So for me, I'm just like, I'm doing really good what I'm doing right now. So if I go to Timbuktu, I'm freaking rich as hell. If I stay here, I got to pay.
I think the city and the telecom providers are starting to understand this, because when we move that far away, my biggest concern was what? Internet. And when I started researching it, because they didn't have to go from dial up to like DSL to cable to fiber optics to like blah blah, you know what I mean? It wasn't like continuously upgrading. They just dropped the whole system in, and I was getting 1.6 gigabytes a second download and a gig upload. And I'm like, this is better than anywhere in the city, but it costs more money in the city to upgrade infrastructures like that, right? So I think that the cities are understanding and the telecom providers are understanding, if we invest in the internet infrastructure in these places, we're going to make these places boom.
Yep.
Right. And it's crazy because like I'm talking to, some of my friends, and I'm like, yo, you have a place in Toronto, right, that you built from scratch and is worth $2 million now, right? But you outgrew your house. You need a bigger place. I can literally find them lakefront properties, bro, like on the water, and a bigger house for less than what their house in Toronto is worth. Yeah, it's 2 hours away, but I think the new era of post-COVID privilege is, if you can survive on internet, then you are of the privileged. And if you can't, then I'm sorry, it's going to be hard.
Here's something interesting. I was looking at places in Tennessee. I was looking at places in Arkansas, places in Alabama, and I'm not looking towards the beach. I'm looking like in the middle, like where there's nothing, farmland, right? If there's a lake, you're paying for it. It used to be back in the day, it doesn't matter where you move into the middle of Timbuktu, it was going to be dirt cheap. Now, I'm just like, okay, when I bought this house, we got a really good deal. Market was down. Nobody was buying. People were like losing jobs. Everything was going stupid. It was pre-COVID, dude. It was pre-COVID. It was right before things started to ramp down even worse. And then everything ramped up pretty quickly. Freaking crypto exploded, like all kinds of crap. But market wasn't bad. Right now, if I want to go to Timbuktu, beachfront property or lakefront property or whatever, I'm paying the same thing right now. And here's the thing: if I want to buy this house right now, the market has jumped up so much right now. I'm just like, wait, how much is this house worth now? But I was like, holy crap, dude!
This could have been a whole episode about real estate, because I could go on forever about this shit. I swear. Like, here's the thing though. Like, I talk to people all the time that don't have a real estate investment, right? And it's always the same thing. I need to save more. I need to save more. I need to save more. But real estate here on this side of the border, I'm might be the same on your side, but the amount that it goes up every year is more than what people save in a year. So do you need to save more, or do you just need to figure out how to get in there as soon as possible?
You need to figure out how to get in here. That's the thing. When I tell people that I'm thinking about leaving California, everybody says, didn't you buy a house already? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, you're already in. You're in already. Why are you gonna sell if you're in? Right now, it's freaking too hard to get in.
Yeah, it's only gonna get worse.
And it's gonna get worse. And I'm thinking like, I don't want to sell. I actually want to rent. Like, I want to rent this house. Rent this house, and whoever is renting it, they pay my mortgage. I have a mortgage, but let them pay for it. And maybe charge a little bit so I make a little bit of profit. So that way when there's repairs, then I'll use that money to repair, and then I could tax write that. But that's the thing. It's like California's gotten to the point that We had a subscriber here that moved out of California, went to Arizona, and I'm just like, dude, really? You were living in a good spot. And he's just like, he's like, I can't touch anything. The only way I can touch anything is if I go to freaking Timbuktu, and I don't want to go out there because it's
Are you saying Timbuktu is a hypothetical, or is this like, are you actually going to Timbuktu? Because
no Timbuktu.
like you're
Well,
actually going to Timbuktu?
there's not a place called Timbuktu. Timbuktu is I call Timbuktu like the middle of nowhere.
Okay, all right. There's not a
BFE,
place?
huh?
There's not a place? That's not a place?
I don't think there's a place called
There's
an
gotta be.
actual city
Oh
called
my
Timbuktu. You know what? That'll be hilarious. It might be in Texas or something. Timbuktu. And if there isn't a place, I'm gonna buy a place and call it Timbuktu. I'm gonna start my own little community. Wants to move to Timbuktu with me?
So
Yeah.
it is a city in Mali, but
Where's Mali?
Mali, I don't know. Mali is Republic of Mali,
Timbuktu city in
West
Mali.
Africa. Anyways, but there was also, oh my god.
Oh, well, you know, there's a city called fucking, right?
Yes, there is. Timbuktu was also a regional trade center in the medieval times where caravans met to exchange salt from the Sahara Desert for gold, ivory. So if you said you were going to, Timbuktu, you're just going to go and play the market. That's what it sounds like back in medieval times. Anyways, go on. I got sidetracked.
But it's Timbuktu. It looks like it's in the middle of nowhere and freaking. Maybe that's where the term came from.
I wouldn't want to exchange things like gold and ivory in the middle of a freaking desert. I'd disappear, never find me again. Like,
I'm sure everybody was armed back then too.
yeah, probably. Anyways,
But, yeah, it's there's just so much crap going on. It's I don't know. Can't believe the episode's close to 2 hours. There's so much what the hell is going on, guys, and it's just we can go for a while about stuff. But just want to say thank you for coming out today, guys. We appreciate you guys to come out here, and there's just so much of the conversation that could happen. As you can see, we could just go on and on and on about stuff, and it's just like this is just organic. Like we don't plan this. This is just organic. Even the articles that we pulled up is just like I just threw them in the chat, and next level, this is the first time he's looking at them. But it's hope you guys do appreciate it. There's a lot of stuff that we have that is coming up. There's going to be more stuff coming. I can't believe it's the holidays. So happy holidays from Beyond the Streams.
hey, question.
Answer.
When's our last episode for the year?
The last episode of this year is going to it's going to be a live show. December 30th falls on a Thursday.
Like, do you really want to go till the 30th?
What do you mean?
Like, wouldn't you want to take like a week or two off for your family during that time? Like,
We'll probably record some stuff ahead of time.
Probably.
Actually, now that I think about it, I'm flying out to Colorado December 22nd.
Right.
And that means that on the Thursday, the 23rd, we won't be able to do a live show. So if we do a live show, it's got to be on the 21st. And then
that's my son's birthday.
The 21st?
Yeah.
Where are you guys going?
Nowhere.
Oh, I'm already assuming. Where are you guys going?
Actually, we could. Well, I got to go renew our passports, but I think by then,
me too,
we could cross the border.
That just sounds all wrong, dude.
Why? Because I'm proud of him. I'm excited to cross the border. Jeez.
Yeah.
Legally.
Hey, hermano, I'm already here. So, okay, how about this? I know yeah, we probably don't want to go all the way to the 31st. We're probably gonna be busy doing all kinds of stuff. So how about this? Let's pre-record some stuff. As always, like as you guys know, we do pre-record stuff. So we'll probably still record like, our streaming episodes, our crypto episodes. Maybe we'll talk about real estate too, and just it kind of goes into investments. So maybe we'll do that's what we should do. We should do an investment playlist instead of a crypto playlist. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll
okay, I can see
brainstorm it, but what we could do is we could do some extra live shows early on December. Let's just say Tuesday, Thursday, the 7th and 9th, the 14th and 16th, live show. And it'll just be subscriber hangouts. We'll just hang out, enjoy the holidays. We'll pick a subject and we'll just run with it. Our typical news style that we have with our cryptos and our streaming and our breaking news, our weekly tech news, we'll save those towards the end of the month. And maybe towards the end of the month. So that way you guys still get the content that you guys are always looking for. And then as far as our what the hell episodes and all that stuff, we'll just start back all over again in January. That sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So cool. So first 2 weeks of December. So actually, here's the live shows. December 2nd, December 7th, December 9th, December 14th, and December 16th. They're going to be live shows. We'll have our weekly news on December 4th, 11th, and 18th. And then our category stuff that we normally do will be the last 2 weeks of December. So it's going to be a little bit of a shuffling around because, like Next Level said, we want to enjoy family. We want to, have a little bit of a break to chill. So we'll do a little bit of grinding in the beginning, and then we'll just enjoy family because we need breaks too.
We need a break too. There's a lot of stuff going on. We're just trying to catch up with ourselves, and it's good to spend time with those around you because everyone is kind of slowing down for the holidays, and after speeding up to get into the holidays, it's good to actually take a moment. Yeah,
take a breath there. I can breathe. Cool. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Again, we appreciate you guys. Happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving, happy Christmas,
Hanukkah,
happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, happy whatever you celebrate.
Happy life,
happy everything. So we appreciate you guys for coming. We always want to say thank you for the donations and stuff. If you guys, we're doing a drawing, we're doing a raffle, by the way. Make sure you guys do check the description below because we're going to be doing that on the official raffle will be on the 9th. So we have a few people that already came in. So you guys got plenty of time to join. And Next Level, anything you got before we go?
You know what I say, guys? Thank you guys again for coming out, for spending the time to enjoy the podcast, the videos. If you are listening to us on the audio side, make sure that you also leave us a review so that other people like yourself can enjoy the content that you enjoy. The reviews help other people like yourself find the podcast and join the community and be part of the conversation. Our live streams are typically every Thursday around 4 p.m. Well, usually between 3 and 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure that you come over there on the YouTube channel, on the Beyond the Streams YouTube channel, as well as the BS Clips YouTube channel, which should be getting started, Roja says, maybe in the new year.
Yeah.
But, there's still some great content on there, some great clips. So make sure you check it out. You're subscribed. You got the notifications on both of those channels so that you can stay up to date with all the content that we're dropping daily, weekly, monthly, everything. So with all that being said, guys, thank you guys again for being here, supporting us, for subscribing, for everything that you guys do for us. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Peace.